today we are in Malta Blockchain Summit, and we've got a chance to speak to Balina. So, hello Ian.
Hey, how are you? Glad to be on.
So your initial impression pretty good about the event, yes.
So far.
Right. Have you met already some interesting projects?
Yeah, I mean, I'll say I met projects I've invested in.
All right.
Right. For example, I met Phantasma. They were here as well. I had no idea they were going to be here as well, so that was a good surprise. Met PundiX for the first time. The CEO was here, first time meeting in person. We've been trying to connect in person for a while. This is all the way in Indonesia. I'm all the way traveling all the time. So to finally kind of bump into him here was pretty cool.
That's what I think one of the values of events like this is, because you come in and actually meeting people you spoke on a phone or emailing for the past half a year, and you've got a chance to meet them in person, isn't it? So we all know that currently the blockchain and crypto industry is a little bit on a slow, and the market is not developing extremely well. What is your point of view on the industry today, and what do you think going to happen to the industry in the very near future?
I think last year was amazing, but it got too good to a point where almost anything that was trying to raise money could raise, any project that was trying to raise money could raise money. I feel like this market right now is really us filtering out all that noise. So now getting more of the real projects, and only those will survive. So I feel like going forward, we kind of have to adapt and evolve. And what was working last year won't work 1 year from now and 2 years down the road. Right? I feel like projects really have to get better and better, and investors also have to get better and better. Right? So I feel like everybody's just adapting, evolving, learning from prior mistakes, and just trying to clean up all that mess.
I totally agree on that point, and what I personally realized that the industry is actually getting better, and it's evolving by eliminating all the nasty stuff and just getting better and better and improving and going forward. Yes, totally agree with you. So how long do you think it will take for industry to recover and go again like really nice and smiley?
My personal opinion, probably Q1 next year.
Right, okay.
I'm seeing projects, and also the market as well, is slowly turning around. I mean, it's not quite there yet, but it's slowly turning around, right? So projects, I know some projects are doing pretty well this month and in the last few months. And I feel like we've almost bottomed out. We're not quite there yet, but I'm very bullish in 2019. I'm very bullish in terms of getting more institutional investors on board. I mean, with Fidelity, for example, having the big news, having custody for crypto, and all these big players moving in. I think the ETF could be possible big news next year. So I feel like all these catalysts are aligning. Coinbase starting to add more tokens, and also basically being the premier exchange about to almost have an IPO. Right? So I think things are progressing.
That's right. Yeah, I can see that as well. Totally agree with you on that. Another question, because lots of our viewers are actually following you, so please tell us a little bit more on the projects you're working on right now.
Right now we're doing the Crypto World Tour, traveling the world. Just finished up Middle East, did Tel Aviv, Israel, and Dubai. Yep. Now we're getting ready to do Turkey, go back home, rest for a bit, then go to Africa for the Africa World Tour. And yeah, just trying to network, investing, although we're slow down on the investments, just with the market, just waiting for things to really get more stable and for better projects to kind of come to us, and from just our traveling the world and meeting them. And we think we've met a few great projects so far. So
excellent.
We're still in the process of doing more due diligence on them.
All right.
But things look good.
Would you tell us about any specific coins, specific projects?
Yes, definitely not financial advice. No, just like the shirt says, whatever that is. Yeah. Right. What I like so far, I mean, I should say, we're in the early phases of looking into Cody. They're basically going after the payment space.
All right. Okay.
Trying to compete with Stellar, Ripple. That kind of big idea, right? Going after that big space. Then right now we also like an exchange. It's more of a privacy exchange called Resistance.
All right, okay. Yeah,
the one my Dubai Crypto World Tour event. We actually met them during our Europe World Tour in Stockholm.
All right,
but back in the idea was still very early. They weren't ready yet. Mm-hmm. They spent the last few months building it out. Now they're ready. They came, they pitched. We had a chance to watch the demo, and it looks good. We still have some concerns about other things, but it's progressing.
But the general idea is
so those two projects are on our radar. One other project as well, we met in Dubai, called the Stocks Exchange. They're trying to be basically an exchange in the Middle East. right? They're launching next year. So I feel like the space is getting more competitive, but better projects are rising up.
Created during the
Yeah.
competition process.
Yeah. And then we're also looking into Asbit as well.
All right, thank you for that.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
You guys came to Moscow, pitched.
Yes, we did,
I know there've been some updates on the project, so we're going back doing more homework on it.
Thank you for that, but tell us a little bit more maybe about the KuCoin project.
I mean, KuCoin is making big news. They're launching a brand new trading platform. They're also making it more friendly for larger investors to trade on the platform. They're also going to be launching global exchanges, right? So that's going to be coming up soon, end of this year, early next year.
Ian, thank you very much for your time. Thank you very much for an interview. Really appreciate your time. I'll see you around, and I hope this event will bring you extra networking and extra good contacts.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure.